Since the CS2 market has been going up like absolutely crazy, and now most skins and knives are worth more than they ever have been before, I thought it would be really interesting to look at some of my previous flips and see how much more money I could have made if I would have just held on to the skins instead of selling them right away for a quick profit. And believe me when I tell you, I missed out on a lot of money. We'll get into all of that right after a word from today's sponsor, which is Skin Club. Skin Club is a popular CS2 case opening site with a ton of different provably fair game modes, like case battles, upgrader, and more. They also have daily cases, a ton of different deposit methods, and just as many ways to withdraw your winnings. And the best part is, if you wanted to try it out, you can use code DNB or the link in the description below for a free 7% bonus when you deposit. They also have a limited time event going on right now where you can earn rewards just by playing on the site. 18 plus only and play responsibly. And huge thanks to Skin Club for sponsoring this video. So over the past 2 years, I've been flipping skins pretty consistently. Over the last couple of months, I've been slacking because YouTube has been taking up a lot more of my time, but I still do flip skins occasionally. And just the other day, I was looking at one of my flips for this StatTrak Vaporwave, and I saw that I could have probably sold it for like $4 more expensive if I would have waited until the market went up like crazy. But then I started thinking to myself, there are probably more times when I've missed out on money. And yeah, I was definitely right about that. I have missed out on hundreds of dollars. And let's get right into it. So on this Flip Knife Crimson Web, which is one of my more recent like big sized flips, I bought it for around $400 and I sold it for $429, which was actually pretty good profit at the time. Although if I would have held on to it for 22 more days, I probably could have sold it for somewhere around $440. And this doesn't seem like that big of a difference, but it kind of is, especially if you have a whole inventory worth of skins and they all went up by $20. Moving on to this M9, this one actually hurts pretty bad. I sold it about a month ago for $867, and right now the average price is $932. It doesn't have the best float, but I still could have probably sold it for around $900 at the very least. This one still kills me to this day because I did miss out on a decent amount of money. I mean, $40 is 40% of $100, and in my mind, that is a lot of money. On this classic knife Slaughter, I probably could have made another $30, as you can see here, or maybe even $40, although I'm not sure because this one sold for really cheap. But the funny part is that I'm saying it sold for cheap, but it is still $16 more expensive than what I sold it for. This Huntsman knife Fade, again, I lost out on about $40 here. This Huntsman Vanilla, $30 I missed out on. And this Stiletto actually hurts really bad because I actually at the time lost money on this flip. I remember when I bought this knife, I bought it for around $373. Although at the time, if I remember correctly, they were selling for like $395 or something like that. So I would have made a little bit of profit. Although by the time the trade hold was up, the price of this knife, of course, went back down to $370, and I almost sold this knife at $370 for a huge loss, but I actually ended up being able to sell it, as you can see, for $375, and I only lost out on fees, which was still a decent amount of money. I think it was like $4 that I actually lost on this flip, and if I would have just held on to it, I would have, of course, been able to make at least $40 or $50 profit. By the way, guys, I'm giving away this Huntsman lure in field tested condition as soon as we hit 10,000 subscribers. All you have to do to enter is join the Discord and make sure that you're subscribed. When we hit 10k, I'll post the giveaway in our giveaways channel, and if you're picked and subscribed, this knife could be yours very soon. Now, this one really surprises me. This Flip Knife Rust Coat, when I sold it just 2 months ago, it was worth $170, and I made a ton of profit off of this knife. I think I bought it for $140, and of course, as you can see, the average price is right around $210. Another $40 L. That seems to be the theme of this video. Although this one is what kills me. This is the worst one of the whole entire video. Now, granted, I did sell it 3 months ago, and there's no way that I ever could have predicted that the market was going to go up. Although what really hurts is just, I guess, the fact that I'm not rich, because if I was rich, I would have held on to this knife instead of flipping it. And of course, I sold it for around $1,010, and right now they're going for almost $1,200. So that is $200 that I missed out on just because I sold this skin 3 months early. And like I said before, this is not really like a healthy way to think. If you have been thinking like this about your flips, wishing that you would have saved your items, wishing that you could have predicted when the market was gonna go up, honestly, you really shouldn't think think like that because pretty much no one in the whole entire scene predicted that the market would go up as much as it has been, and much less that it would stay at those high price points. I remember when the market was first going up, I didn't even bat an eye to it. I figured it was just a natural thing and it would go back down after a week or so, but I was definitely wrong. And yeah, if we all could have predicted this, then we probably would have all held on to our skins, but unfortunately that's just not realistic. And one more to round the video off. This one was actually pretty old, but I think that this is actually kind of interesting. I sold this butterfly knife Brightwater in field tested condition for $844, and now it is going for $1,000, which is insane. I mean, I'm gonna have the total on screen right now on how much money I missed out on just from not holding these skins. And as you can see here, there are a whole ton of more skins that I sold that I probably missed out on a ton of money from. And honestly, I'm just gonna try to not think about it too much because there's probably thousands of dollars of missed opportunity here, and that's just breaking my heart because I probably could afford like a Karambit Doppler or something like that if I would have just bought all of these skins and held on to them. By the way guys, we now have a Discord where I am doing a ton of giveaways. The most recent giveaway winner was actually just picked last week, and I will be doing a new giveaway next week, so if that is something that you are interested in, definitely make sure to join. The link will be down in the description below. It is also just a really cool place to hang out and talk with like-minded people, and also stay in the know about news relating to CS2 as I post most of the stuff that I make videos about in the Discord beforehand. Also, YouTube tells me that up to 90% of people watching this video right now are not subscribed, so if you just checked and you aren't, please make sure to hit that sub button and click the bell so that you never miss another upload. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. It really means the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one.